Before the wind had a name, before storms were blamed on the sky, there was a woman who refused to stay still. They say the day Oya was born, the very air shifted. It wasn't loud, it wasn't violent. It was just enough for the elders to look up and feel a deep sense of unease, because the wind does not visit by accident. As a child, Oya cried just like any other, but when her breath broke, the trees leaned in closer. Dust would rise without anyone walking. Fires would tremble in their hearths. The elders whispered among themselves, their voices low and heavy with meaning. This one carries movement, one would say. This one will not be contained, another would add. And they were right. Oya did not grow quietly. She grew like dry grass meeting a flame, fast and untamable. She questioned laws that had survived for generations, laws that no one else dared to challenge. She walked paths that had long been abandoned. Paths no one had dared to repair, and everywhere she stood for too long. Things began to change. This wasn't because she sought destruction. It was because stagnation simply could not survive in her presence. Kings began to fear her words, which cut sharper than any blade. Warriors, brave in the face of death, feared her eyes, which saw through pretense and into the heart of things. Oya didn't make threats. She revealed. And once a truth is revealed, nothing can go back to sleep. The world is forced to awaken. Then came Shango. He was lightning crowned in flesh, fire wrapped in royalty, a king whose rage could split the sky and whose laughter sounded like rolling thunder when Oya finally stood before him. A strange thing happened. The wind stopped, the fire paused, not out of fear, but out of recognition. It was as if the fundamental forces of nature were meeting for the first time. They did not kneel to one another, they collided. Fire met wind, storm met storm, and together they shook the very foundations of the world. Shango would strike with his bolts of lightning, and Oya, with her command of the wind, would carry his fury farther than his own eyes could ever see. Armies scattered before them. Battles ended before they even truly began. But hear this part clearly, because it is the most important. Oya did not stand behind the king. She stood beside the storm. And power like that, power so raw and unapologetic, always attracts shadows. Whispers began to slither through the royal courts like venomous snakes. Envy dressed itself up as wisdom, offering poisoned advice. Lies learned to run faster than truth could ever hope to catch up. Until finally, Shango fell. Some say exile took him. Others say that shame swallowed him whole. History argues over the details, but the sky remembers. Because when Oya learned she had lost him, she screamed, and for the first time. The entire world screamed back with her. Rivers twisted in their beds, carving new, violent paths. Roofs were torn from homes and vanished into the churning grey sky. The wind, her constant companion, forgot all sense of mercy. But in the midst of this all-consuming chaos, Oya did not break. Instead, she turned her grief into direction, and she began to walk toward death itself. She walked past the place where ordinary humans turn back in terror. She walked past the warnings of ancient spirits. She walked past the grueling tests of her own ancestors. They told her to kneel. Withstood. They told her to wait. Oya moved forward. Finally, death itself rose to stop her, to bar her path. And in that moment, the wind, her wind, the very essence of her being, bowed. The gates to the underworld opened. Not because she was invited, but because she simply could not be refused. Oya returned from that journey changed. She was no longer only a woman. She was no longer only a storm. She returned as an Orisha, Oya, the mother of 9 winds, the guardian of the crossing. The mistress of endings that make room for new beginnings. You must understand this. Oya does not bring destruction for its own sake. She brings movement. She clears away what refuses to grow. She tears down the walls that trap the future. She arrives when your life has reached a point where it can no longer stay the same. So, when the wind rises without any warning, when doors slam shut so that others can finally open, when everything you thought you knew shifts in a single, sudden breath, know this: Oya is passing through. And once she moves, nothing ever remains the same. If you enjoyed this story and want to hear more like it, please subscribe to our channel, turn on the notification bell, and leave a comment. Sharing this video helps others discover these ancient tales. Thank you for watching.